In Argentina, security forces repressed retirees protesting for an increase in pensions. The repressive actions came on the orders of Defense Minister Patricia Bullrich. Supporters and retirees were peacefully demonstrating in the vicinity of the National Congress to express their opposition to Javier Milei's austerity measures. 1,000 members of different federal forces fired tear gas, used physical force, and water trucks to disperse the protests. During the repression, at least one person was detained by the security forces. The president of Colombia, Gustavo Petro, stated that he would place his government in the hands of the people by calling a popular consultation. The Colombian head of state informed that the future of the labor and health reforms is in the hands of citizens through the holding of a referendum. Petro noted that the people have the power through mobilization and consultation, and pointed out that if the people cannot express themselves, then there is a tyranny. President Petro made the announcement in the framework of an institutional clash caused by the refusal of Congress to pass the labor and health reforms promoted by the government with support from Colombian society. Regarding the Senate's verdict, several social organizations mobilized to the National Congress headquarters in defense of the labor reform, in addition to condemning the initiative that could threaten labor rights. Some spokespersons demanded its recovery of the rights of the working class, such as the labor nature of the apprenticeship contract. They claimed that Congress seeks to favor the employers only through the exemption of the corporate monetization. The Confederation of Indigenous Nationalities of Ecuador held a plurinational popular assembly to define a plan of action for the runoff election and the defense of the Sacha field. The convention aimed at establishing a consensus position with a view to the two candidates for the next ballot in April. Such as unanimous position was not achieved during the first round due to divergences within the Amazonian groups. Several organizations of the Central Highlands supported the candidacy of President Daniel Noboa, while the National Federation of Farmers, Indigenous and Black Organizations is leaning towards the campaign of Luisa Gonzalez. In this regard, CONAI President Leonidas Issa reaffirmed his commitment to democratic respect of all positions within the movement.
In the time of progressivism, we have faced it head-on because oligarchic groups have also benefited, and at this moment, they are being subjects for their own disputes, but of course, saying that they want to take the conscience of the most humble to a neoliberal right wing. They are not going to achieve that. Here there is a rebellious people, a people that wants to fight, and that is going to defend the rights of the poorest people. Indeed, we need, if we are from the progressive left sector, environmentalists, feminists, who respect sexual diversities, all identities, we need to be critical and self-critical. If we do not look at our own problems, in each organization, how are we going to end up accusing what the traditional right wing does, accusing the citizenship?
And in Venezuela, the Popular Communication National Workshop to strengthen revolutionary communication and counteract digital manipulation of global capitalism moves forward on its second day. During the event, Communications Minister Freddy Ñañez explained that there is a militarization through hegemonic technologies of public opinion and social relations. Furthermore, Ñañez stated that with new technologies, the Olympic brain is activated to have a perception of reality. The Venezuelan official also reported that the workshop deals with the most advanced concepts in political and sociological terms.
We see two things here. First, the most advanced concepts in political and sociological terms are being built from a civil-military perspective, and it is part of our doctrine as a republic, and it is part of our defense doctrine of our nation. Therefore, what has been analyzed and built in our own theory regarding the new forms of warfare, the blurred warfare we have called it, is part of the battle you are fighting every day, whether we know it or not.
In Argentina, security forces repressed retirees protesting for an increase in pensions. The repressive actions came on the orders of Defense Minister Patricia Bullrich. Supporters and retirees were peacefully demonstrating in the vicinity of the National Congress to express their opposition to Javier Milei's